Welcome to this full guide and a full funnel for cleaning businesses, all the way up from getting the lead, the traffic. This is a step by step, all the way from building the bots and what it really looks like full scope to build this funnel for cleaning businesses. So, this is again going from like the Google ads, how to do the Google research, step by step, how to set up the bot, and a few more bonuses, and you guys can kind of see the big picture of this. So I'm going to show you guys, there's a few testimonies in here. We work with a handful of cleaning businesses, and I'm just super excited. And if you want to click around, I'll put timestamps so you guys can click wherever you want. I've done several videos on this channel on all these different topics, so I kind of compiled everything together, and I'm excited to share it all in one video, so it's all organized if you are trying to do this step by step. So enjoy the full training. In November, I had a friend start a brand new cleaning business, and they already have cleaning business experience, and we spent $82. They got 7 qualified leads, which is $11 per lead. They closed $400. They got $1,000 in quote sent pending. They closed 1 for a weekly recurring, and total it was about $1,500 just to get from $82 to spend. And I'm going to show you guys how to do this. I did a video on this whole case study already on this channel, and it's an optimized Google ad, funnel for higher conversions, a nurture sequence for capturing leads, and then we just close every qualified lead, and that's the whole system. And this cleaning business, I'm still working with them today. So this is months and months later, over half a year later, and we've scaled it up to where they have almost 100 recurring clients within 6-7 months. So this works, okay? And this is just all through Google Ads. Of course, they got great business acumen. They're a great operator. They know what they're doing, but they created a brand new business. As far as like branding, 0 reviews when we did this. So this is the way to go. I have another company, and they're bigger. We went in, we optimized their Google ads, and we just scaled it. Now we're going to spend like almost $4,000 in Google ads, but just this last month, because they saw these great returns within 3 weeks. So it's May as I'm shooting this. 3 weeks in, 29 conversions of what Google accredited, meaning qualified leads, and they closed 14. So they closed about half of them right here. These are the numbers: 8 initial, 3 recurring, 1 initial, 2 recurring. So this was in the first 2 weeks. This was this last week. And they did about $3,400 in 3 weeks of just recurring along with the closes. So this works, y'all. If you guys want 30 to 50 qualified leads per month, and yes, you're going to have to spend money, but as long as you have the system, the right keywords, everything's optimized, you're more likely going to print leads. And as long as you have a good system, sales process, and then you're obviously fulfilling for your clients as well. So step 1 is to drive traffic with proven ads. Okay, drive traffic with proven ads, and this is Google. So what we do is we run Google ads, and the keywords of what people are searching is like home cleaning company near me. This is one example. And then you'll see all the sponsored posts. This is what a Google ad is. So and obviously I'm looking in Las Vegas because I'm in Las Vegas. So we run ads through search where people are searching for house cleaners, residential cleaning companies, and then you pop up. And then once they click in, we need to optimize the funnel, get you a simple back end to be able to reach back out, qualify the leads, and then close them, and then go out and fulfill. So step 1 is to drive traffic with proven ads. And that's what this looks like right here. The ad, which is a Google search. People are searching for specific keywords. And again, we have a bunch of keywords that we've already tested. I'll link all the teachings below. So I did a whole, I think it's like half an hour video on Google Ads, step by step. And then we have an AI booking bot that books an appointment on your calendar for your sales rep, whoever's doing it, the VA, and then you close them. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Step 2 is to automatically qualify leads with SMS automation. So this is like one of our clients where they got 8 total book appointments, and they closed 6 out of the 8. So these are appointments that also come after hours. They might come on the weekends when you're closed, if you're closed as a cleaning business, or maybe you close at 5 or 6. There's people still searching all the way up until you open in the next morning. So this booking bot is what this closed for all these. And what it does is it reaches out, it qualifies them through text, gives them times, and then it talks to the client on autopilot 24/7, and it books them on a calendar. So step 2 is we automatically bolt a bot that qualifies the leads, okay? Step 3 is we want to send you leads when they are ready to speak. So again, I showed you guys the Google ad to a form page, which is going to be your website, your funnel. We're going to build a nice simple landing page. And then there's different phases that follow up through email, SMS, all the way until you get a book call. This is the whole goal. They get to the thank you page, but on the back end in this yellow, there's things happening for them to get to that booked call. So again, we keep it simple, but I believe that Google Ads is the way to go. And if you want to start getting leads and printing leads right away, because people are still searching till this day and they're working. So I actually have a friend that we just met here through YouTube. They watched a handful of my videos, or maybe even one of my videos, and we got them onboarded. And again, you guys are looking, these are all May. I'm shooting this in the month of May. He goes, hey, automations look good. I was able to connect my Google Business Profile to the software. I got them onboarded. Also, Google Ads, good ads look like they are up and running. Got a booking off it today, I believe. He liked the ads. They're up and running. They approved it. And he goes, I got a booking off of it. So we ran the ads a day before this. We ran this on Tuesday. And then that literally the next day, or we got them approved Tuesday. And then the next day they started running and they got a booking right away. And this is a person that just got onboarded with us, haven't ran Google Ads before, or they've tried it probably like a year or so ago, but didn't really get any results. We ran it within 24 hours. They got their first booking. So I know this works. As long as you got everything dialed in and you're just needing leads, Google Ads is the way to go if you're trying to get qualified leads right away. And you'll start building up. You're going to have to put some money in just to, again, break, whether it's breaking even, losing some money, but then you get recurring, right? You're going to get recurring. And then it starts becoming profitable month 2, month 3, month 4, month 5. So this is one of our newest clients recently that we just onboarded this last week. And this works. So just kind of like the big picture that I want to show you guys is it goes from an ad to a website form. And then there's a backend CRM. We use Go High Level. I talk about that a few times on this channel. That gets into a phone call where you send the quote and then it closes. So this system is to sell to cleaning businesses, okay? We run paid advertisements to a form page. We follow up with text, email that engages the lead. We help set up these automations with Go High Level. And then we monitor your salesperson VA on incoming leads. So we just want to make sure that they're qualified, they're working out, you're reaching out, you're able to get a hold of them. Then we monitor your KPIs so we can optimize our ads for better quality leads. And then the clients are responsible for contacting, following up, and converting the leads into deals. Okay, so this is like the whole system and what we actually do. Now, people always ask like how much we charge. Right now, we charge pretty low, which is why we're easily able to scale, and it's almost a no-brainer for a lot of the cleaning businesses we help. $550 flat fee per month per account. So if we help you with Google Ads, it's $550. If we help you with Google Ads and Facebook Ads, it's $1,100. And my recommendation to get to the Google Ads 30 to 50 qualified leads, depending on your market per month, is an average of $50 a day. And I've been seeing like the cost per acquisition is anywhere from like 58 to low 60, 61. You guys saw above, I'll show you guys up here. This one is $61 to get 29 conversions, $61 cost per conversion. But to spend, again, 1.7K to make 3,400, yeah, and get a handful of recurring, it's so worth it as you're growing your business. So this is how much we charge. I'd recommend $50 a day on Google. And then we'll slowly start doing Facebook retargeting once we start managing that for branding and really getting that out there. So again, just want to show you guys this whole system from ad to website, CRM, phone call, close. I'm going to show you guys how to create a Google ad from step by step for cleaning businesses. Now, we've helped quite a few clients in the cleaning business space, and we're really starting to break into Google Ads, and it's so cool to just see a lot of the top keywords that are winning. Just a few clients here. This is one that over time, they've gotten an average of $42 per conversion, which is pretty good. You're looking at anywhere from 50 to 60 qualified. So I'm helping them. We're kind of stepping in and helping them qualify to make sure that what's coming in from the ads is actually qualified leads and optimizing it. This is a client that came to us where we're just going to get started and helping them very soon. And just kind of getting started with this. They've only spent this amount. So over time, it's going to obviously even out. This is $71, which is pretty high. Again, everyone's in different areas as you're looking. This is a client we just started working with, and we spent pretty low in their area. $34, which we're still, again, working on making sure they're higher quality leads. But something I want to share with you guys is the keywords that we're finding that's winning in the marketplaces and how to optimize this. This is where you're going to get good. And I'm going to show you guys what I mean. So this is going to be a full step-by-step on this. And then I want to get going on teaching you guys how to be able to run an ad and create it. So 4 simple steps. There is the first part, which is setting up the conversion. And how to get here, you hit goals, summary, and then you're going to see this menu. And just, again, brand new ad account, we're going to go here, and we're going to go to create conversion action. So you're going to hit this. And then from here, the reason why we got to start tracking is because we want to track. That's how we were able to get all those conversions. So we're going to hit website right here. And then you're going to put the domain of that website that you want to do. And we're obviously going to use high level. So I'm going to show you guys what we're doing here. And then I'm going to scan it. And the reason why we're doing this is I like sending traffic. And I've seen this several ways. People are sending it to the website, others to a separate landing page. It's easier for tracking long term. And I personally like doing the ad conversion action manually. So I'm going to hit this. And I'm going to show you guys how to get this going. So we're going to go here, and people do different ones. So I've seen people that were doing forms, the submit form, and then there's also the quote. I like to submit lead forms. I've seen people that do quotes. So let's go to submit lead form. Again, everyone's testing. Keep that, and then let's just do this as test 1. I'm just going to do a test 1 conversion. Oops. Let's do this again. Sorry about that. Boom. Test 1. I clicked out of it. And then we're going to go to, it says use different values, use same value. So since we're doing lead form, we're going to use the same value. If it's different values, then you do that. But use the same value, which the value is going to be 1. Okay. And then from here, we hit 1 for count. A lot of people, you're probably going to ask, this is just what works. So just trust me on this. And obviously do your research. 30 days, 3, 1. And I've been hearing back and forth. I just feel like there's people that are still kind of testing the data driven. But I always did last click. We've always done last click in Google Ads. And then from there, it should be all set. And then what you're going to do is after this is good, you're just going to hit done. Cool. And then you want to save and continue. So I'm just going to save and continue as we got going. Now it's going to give you instructions on how to set this up. So what we want to do is we want to take this, and I'm not going to show you guys how to get this going, but I'm going to show you where to put it. So you're going to take this Google tag. If you're using GHL, you're going to go to settings, and you're going to input the head tracking code right here. Okay. Another thing that everyone does is when they go in, they're just going to hit edit, and then they're going to put it in the CSS code, which I'd highly recommend on both. So you're going to do that. And then you want to add that here too, okay, when you do custom CSS. So you want to add it on the landing page. If you guys see this landing page, really simple one. We give this to everyone that's our clients and people that want to work with us. So super simple. A lot of people have things like this. We've made super optimized branded ones for all our clients. But this is just kind of like a basic one, what it should have. And then you do all the nice stuff, videos, branding, customer, client reviews, whatever they got. But yeah, this is what we do. We send it to this landing page. So you want to set it there, and then you want to do the same thing with the thank you page right there. Cool. Now, going back, so let's say we did it, done, and then you just test it. And then you see this see event snippet. You're going to go ahead and you're going to click this. And then you want to make sure it's page loads, and you copy this, and then you're going to put that in the thank you page. So you hit edit, go to CSS, add that, and it's good. All right. So this wasn't really about a getting going on like the conversions and tracking. There's so many different videos on that. Maybe I can make a separate one to show you guys. But that's how you set up the conversion, and just bare minimum. I like doing that just for high level in general. Cool. So let's get to the fun part, which is creating the actual campaign. So I'm going to go in right here to the left, and you'll see campaigns, and we're going to hit new campaign right there. Cool. So there's 3 sets, just like running any type of ads. You're gonna see the campaign, the ad group, and then the actual ad. We're gonna build every single piece. Now, when we're doing this, especially because we're optimizing it for leads, lead conversions, we're going to hit leads here. So leads, and then you're going to see the forms right here, the conversions. It'll be there, and you'll kind of see what's available. Again, if you got that set up, this is mainly just to build the ad, but I wanted to give you guys just a short, simple way of how to do the conversion tracking. And then you want to just do search. People do display too, but I like search. So they'll do both, okay? But again, keep it simple. I like search for this. And then we're going to select the ways you'd like to reach your goal. We want lead form submissions. And you guys can see there's like phone calls. You can add that number. I'm just going to keep this simple again. Lead form submissions and get that going. Now campaign name, just make it simple. Just want to get this going. So what do you want to focus on? Conversions. And then you're going to hit this set a target per. And a lot of people are different. You can go anywhere from like 40 to 60 bucks. Let's just say we're looking for like 45 bucks. Okay, maybe you know the cost per acquisition, what you're trying to get. So 45 there. And then from there, we're just going to click here. You don't need to do that. And we're going to go next. Now, Google Search Partners Network and then Google Display Network. Again, people like the display. I personally have seen from all the different ads I've seen or the setups. I've seen people just do search, but I'm personally I've always been a search person. I've seen people do both. So let's just do that. Search. I know it's going to tell you that, but let's just keep it simple again. Okay. It's just getting it set up. Select location. So what we want to do is we want to make sure we hit enter location. And then what I have, and I'll actually share this with you guys. Let's go to this. Yeah, you guys can get this. I'm doing, for example, I'm going to do the example of Miami. So what I did was I asked ChatGPT, what are all the zip codes in Miami? And this is, again, just very basic. Make sure you hit every zip code. Do your diligent research for every city so that when you put these zip codes in, so I'm just going to put every zip code, every city. This is Florida, so I'm going to hit include. And then you're going to just, again, kind of go through each one of these. This is what I would do right here. That, include, okay? But I'm not going to go through all of them. So let's say you were, and you guys kind of saw all the different zip codes that I had, okay? Yeah, it's a lot. So let's just say we did all that in Miami, and then depending on where your client is and then what they can service and then how far they're willing to service, you ask them every zip code, every county, and you'll be able to pretty much see everything. So again, I have all those zip codes. I don't think that's needed for this full teaching. But something I did want to share with you guys is the exclude. So let's say Miami and Florida are far. So I'd put like Tampa, Florida, and I would exclude them, right? For sure, because we don't want anybody that is probably around the area and then it gets searched there. It's happened. I've seen it before. So you want to make sure you do that, okay? So everything, the more the better. I've seen people that had excluded like 200, 300, 400 excludes. Like they'll do every country, everything, because they just only want to get searched in this area. So I look up every code in Miami. That's what I did. Every postal code. That's how I was able to get that list. And then any surrounding counties, cities. If you actually know the city, you'll be able to target everything. Like we're out here in Las Vegas, I did like Las Vegas Strip. So yeah, again, include, exclude, make sure you do your due diligence. There's a lot you could do there. And then from here, it says presence or interest or just presence. So we don't want anyone that's of interest. So they could be like across the nation. They could be in like California and then they're interested, right? So then that's what that is. You want to make sure that it's presence, okay? They have to be in the area. People in or regularly in your included locations. Language, we want English. And then we're going to hit, it says broad match keywords. We're going to do that off. Cool. And then, audience segments. Let me just show you guys a few that are good. Business professionals is good. Business professionals, that's good. You could do home cleaning services. Home cleaning services, that's good. And then maybe even definitely homeowners, because this is a residential. Let's say this is for residential businesses. Homeowners, and then you can even do home. I've seen this a lot. Home and garden services. Hoban Garden Services. Cool. So I want to do that. Then that should be good. And then we're going to go ahead, kind of do this. I do this quick, so I'm trying to do this at this rate. So hopefully this is a good rate to teach you guys. Now, a lot of people are different here. We want obviously the start date on when we get going. I'd probably start it for the next day. That's me personally, so I can optimize a full day. So today's the 2nd that I'm shooting this. I'd probably do it for the 3rd and then all day. And then ad schedule. People do it all day. We have a chat bot that will hit people up even off hours. Others, they'll do it like Monday through Friday or Monday through Saturday during whatever time's available, and they'll do that. But I just like doing it all day. Again, you can test that. Okay, it's not a make it or break it, but I've seen different things. Okay, cool. Next, it's gonna ask for that. Let's just skip, and then we're gonna do keywords. This is the exciting part. So let me show you guys real quick the keyword section. I have just 3 different ad groups. So each ad group is based on the search. Okay, so if you want to eventually learn how to spend, it's just good to organize. Now, what I did, everyone's going to be different with ad groups just because of how much you're spending, data, area. So I've seen people that have done a ton of keywords up front. I've seen people that have done little, and I've seen both work to an extent. Okay, again, based on the budget. Google Ads is always shifting, always changing. So I wanted to keep this simple for us. I have 3 different ad groups. There's this general one. Again, this depends on the spend. There's the house cleaning, and then there are the maid services. So I'm just going to show you guys this. Again, if anyone wants access, I'll probably give you guys access. Everyone that's in our monthly community that I teach, and then obviously all our clients, we give them access to all these, and then they can decide if they trust us or not, and we can just kind of run it. So I'm just going to show you guys what we do. So let's just do one ad group. Let's just do the house cleaning one. House cleaning, and then it's this, but there's also a general and then the maid services. These are all pretty good winners. So I'd probably put that in. So you obviously see I put house cleaning Miami, house cleaning near me, house cleaning services. That one looks like it's twice. House cleaning. And then there's obviously a difference between exact match, phrase match, broad match. We don't do any broad matches. I've seen them personally, like over the years, just not do as well. And we're seeing like the phrase and exact matches. So once you get those exact and phrase matches, this is why when you take over a niche. So I'm learning a lot in the cleaning biz. So we got all the keywords, and obviously there's so many keywords that we've tested and done and that I've seen, like all the list. But yeah, these are it. And then you can name your ad group. So let's just say ad group. What is this one we did? It was the house cleaning. So this would be like the house cleaning group. So I would name this house cleaning. Cool. Then you'd apply, and then you let that go. So let me see. It says view. Cool. And then you just apply it. Oh, I think it added these 2. So anyways, yeah, it doubled it up. It's interesting because every time I do this, there you go. It always likes lowercase here. Anyways, just little stuff. So that's it. Okay, let's just say we do that ad group, and then we could build another ad group. I'd pour these ones into another ad group, the maid services one. And then if you want to go general and test generals, because after that, once you test the generals, you can go in and you can start splitting them, and it's really, really cool how to just optimize long term. Now, later, you're going to also want to do negative keywords. The negative is that you want people that are searching. You don't want your ads to pop up and waste your money. Like, for example, there's people that are looking for jobs, like house cleaner jobs, right? So I got a list of negative keywords. This one has like over 200 right here for just this one. If you guys want this one, I'm giving you that too. I'll probably figure something out by the end of this, but I just wanted to kind of like do a breakdown. Cool. So this is there. And then here is what's next. The final URL is going to be so let's see, just do that. And then this is obviously your path. It'll be just like the quote now path. Oh, actually, this is the thank you page. Let's do this. I'm just going to show you guys how to do this, okay? Now, I have a few things that we've done. And what I want to do is kind of get you guys on what I would do if I were to just do all this out. Again, give you guys access to this. You guys can take it as is. But I'm just going to copy everything over and you guys are going to see how I build this out. So headline, just copy and paste. And my goal is to just show you guys how to build this from the inside out. So headline, I'm just going to headline all these. Boom. And we want to max it. Okay. We want all 15 headlines. So I'm just going to do this. Again, really cool stuff once you've built this for a handful of clients, all right, and seeing all the data that actually works. This, again, this is just copy and pasting. So you guys could see how to build this. That was the whole goal, but then also getting context of the actual wording and what to put, because I know a lot of people, they like the step-by-steps like this, and it helps, especially when you can actually get context of like what it takes to build something out. And then, so we maxed 15 headlines, and then here comes the descriptions. So we got different descriptions. Oh, there you go. We're going to max out the 4 descriptions here. Then what you want to do is put a business and logo. This account, again, since it's kind of new, we got to get that going. But business and logo, you want to make sure you add those. And then I'm going to show you guys how to build site links. So again, just copy and pasting. I already have some built. So this, I don't really need to kind of explain them. It's just one of those, like if you're just beginning, you'll kind of understand over time. And then what we want to do, I'll show you guys how to get these. So we're going to hit edit. So you do this URL, and the reason why we do this, and then we add something at the end, I'll show you. So we're going to get a fast and free quote. What I like high level is you go in here, you can click any one of these oranges, go to advanced, and then you want to pull this right here, and then you want to add it at the end. Okay, that's how you create a site link. So that's site link 1. Here comes site link 2. Again, just copy and paste these. Then what you want to do is take this. Then we're going to go here. Oh. And that one was the FAQ. So I'm just going to go all the way down to the FAQ. Take that. Orange, advanced, copy. Boom. Site link 3. Here we are. Contact us now. Boom. So this is the contact us. So I'm just going to take this. And then we could probably just do the, we can do this bottom one right here. Because that's the call one, right? So at least get that going. Add that at the end. Again, just giving you guys examples. And you guys kind of see, so once they click on that, it'll go to that part of the page. Yeah, that's the whole reason with these site links. Then we use this. So hopefully you guys can just watch and do. Just trust. And then here's the testimonies. What others are saying. Boom. Cool. And then you create. We create all 4 of these site links. So those are all good. Cool. Call outs. Here's a few call outs for this. Actually, these are all good. So let's just do like new call outs. I'm just going to show you guys how to build it. You would do this. So you just want to add as many as you can. Again, I have this whole sheet that, and if you guys are tracking, or maybe you guys are one of the people that we teach how to build this offer, then you obviously, I give access to like all our stuff, but this one is, I'll probably just give you guys this one watching, but I'm literally copying and pasting everything anyway. So this whole video just gives you what you need for it. Cool. That, and then you just save it, and then you have all your call outs. Cool. So I'm just going to cancel that just to put, but you add the call outs. And then last things, we're almost done, y'all. You could do promotions. I've seen some really cool promotions that you can do. Here's an example. Let's just say it's not an occasion right now. So not an occasion, English, currency, discount. Let's say the monetary discount is like $100 off. And then the item's like 100 off first, clean. And then you just put the URL here. If there's a promotional code, then you can put that code there. And then if there's like a date, you add that. So that's how you build out promos if you want to build promos. Promos are really cool. I think it's something that you can add to get those conversions, increase those conversions. And then prices, calls. Let's do these structured snippets. There's already one right here, but let me just create it and show you guys how to build it. So this is what I would do. You want to make sure this is service catalog. And then you just, these are the ones I would add right here. Cool. Standard clean, deep clean, house clean. Just add more. Residential. Just put that. Yeah, copy paste. This is some marketers make money. Just copy and pasting once you. All right, so this one. And then, okay. And then after that, create structured snippet. That's how you create it. But then there's already one there, so we can just pick this one and save that in, and boom, cool. And then from there, last few things that we're going to double check on is you actually don't need to, but we just want to double check that everything was there. We added everything. Again, just the basics. But yeah, after that, it's been set up and you should be good to go. And this is how you run it. And then it's going to ask you to do is a budget. It's going to review it, and then you're live. So I just searched up house cleaning services near me in Atlanta. And I'm showing you guys how to build out these keywords. I've done this for a handful of clients all across the US, but I want to show you guys how to build it from scratch, okay? I know a lot of great keywords that work, that people are searching for, that are optimized. Every city's different, but let me just show you guys how to start it from scratch if you're just going brand new. And I'm going to give you guys the different ways on how to find different keywords and how to evaluate them. So I'm obviously in Las Vegas. I help a lot of clients all across, but we're going to do Atlanta. I love a client in Atlanta. That's another reason why I'm probably doing this, because I want to show you guys how I would do it if I were in Atlanta, if I were just starting from scratch, let's say that. So we want to get real estate up here. That is the sponsor post. So we run a Google Ads agency for search specifically. So when people search stuff like these keywords, house cleaning services near me in Atlanta, this is where it's going to populate. Our hope is there. So these two companies are running Google Ads. Great. And then you get the businesses that are actually mapped out, which are right here. And then you get all the people that have optimized for organic, whether it's SEO, they double down on, but you're going to see all these right here. So first thing that I would do if I were to find some keywords is I'd go right here and I'd look at all the different suggestions. So it's like house cleaning services near me, Atlanta, deep cleaning services, Atlanta prices, same day cleaning service, Atlanta, apartment cleaning services, move out cleaning services, Atlanta, affordable cleaning service. So you'll see that specifically for these keywords. So these are a great place to start building some keywords for the suggestions, okay? And then the next piece that I want to show you guys as you guys are scrolling down is these ones. So you'll see some that are like cheap house cleaning services in Atlanta, professional house cleaning services, affordable, deep clean. Now, this word cheap, the type of clients we work with, they're like professional and they do high quality service. So I wouldn't even want cheap as the keyword at all. Okay, that's me. So I'd probably put that in the negative keywords. But I want to show you guys just this first step on what that looks like when you're starting to really search and what clients are searching and what it looks like from the client journey and how we're going to start building these out. So I'm going to start putting house cleaning services near me, house cleaning services Atlanta, and we're going to just start building out a few keywords, and I'm going to put that here on this doc. We got like house cleaning services near me, house cleaning services Atlanta. So I know we got a few here, so let me just show you guys a few that we were looking at. So house cleaning services near me, Atlanta, cleaning services, Atlanta prices, affordable cleaning services, apartment cleaning services, Atlanta. So these are all just simple keywords I'd start. And then right here, house cleaning services prices or professional house cleaning services. So let's do that. So let's do professional house cleaning services. Okay, and then remember, I want to put that negative keyword. I don't want cheap, right? And then maybe I don't want to put like free. So I want to make sure that when people search these, our ads don't get don't populate. And then there was another one where we saw was best house cleaning services near me. Cool. And then I saw another one where it was like apartment cleaning services near me. Now, if I were to just start off with these, and I think these are just good to just kind of teach you guys how we actually do this, I'd probably start organizing this. So near me, house cleaning services, Atlanta. I'd probably put this as like the city name. So this is Atlanta. Ad group number 1, Atlanta. Okay, that's ad group number 1. Ad group number 2, how to organize this would be house cleaning, right? Because it'll be anything that has to do with that keyword, house cleaning. And then ad group 3, I would put like apartment. So this is how I would organize them all when I'm building them as ad groups. And again, I have a whole video, and I'll post that in the description below. I have a whole video of building a full campaign, start to finish, for all this. And then we also got to build a negative keyword list, which is part of that. Cool. So this is the first way I do it. I go through Google, look up some keywords, get some things that Google actually suggests, and I'd start building off that. Now, let's go to ChatGPT. I'm going to show you guys this other method on ChatGPT, and this is the paid method for it. So I'm going to put, you're a Google Ads expert, and you run search campaigns for a local residential house cleaning company looking for clients in the Atlanta area. Did I spell Atlanta wrong? Oh, it's just Atlanta area. Okay. Here, I'm going to say this. Please give me more keywords. Please give me more keywords on this topic. Here are a few examples. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy and paste these. So just to give them some examples. So I'm just going to copy and paste. Right. So the thing about AI is it's a great helper. But what you guys need to understand about AI is that it accelerates and it helps you, but you also still have to discern. You still got to put on your marketing cap. You still need some wisdom when it comes to it. So I love this. Core cleaning service keywords, house cleaning Atlanta, house cleaners near me, maid services Atlanta, home cleaning services, deep cleaning services, local cleaning companies. These are all stuff that you can start building around. Post-construction cleaning, move-out cleaning services. So these are great, right? So they've given us quite a few that we can put in. Now, again, we don't want to put cheap maid service. That's not the type of clientele that we want to attract. A lot of the clients I work with, they want to attract higher type of clientele. So yeah, these are all great. So these are, again, things that you got to pick and choose from and then start building keywords from there. And this is why I like how ChatGPT, it starts to really, and obviously AI, it starts to really help us, right? And accelerate our ways of building and growing and developing keywords. So this is the next best way to be able to build keywords for this specific ad group that we're going to be doing. And then I think the last part that I want to show you guys is this keyword planner on Google. So the keyword planner, and this is just one of our clients' ads, our Google Ads account. When you go there, you go to tools, then you go to keyword planner, and you can here discover new keywords. And it's just going to ask you to enter anything specific. So house cleaning services, right? And then let's just go there, and then it's going to hit get results. And what I like about it is it's obviously says United States, but let's even put in like Atlanta. Let's say because that's what we're doing, right? So include this and remove United States. Or we can add it just in case, but let's say we want to go specific, which I like. And let's hit save. And then it's going to give us different suggestions. And what I like to do is look at a few things. So I see right here that the average monthly searches on this, so 100K to 1 million, cleaning services near me. Right? That's the competition tells you, it gives you the type of average bid. And what's cool is you start to really target in the area that you're going to be targeting. it's gonna give you the average bid range of how much it is to bid on this to make sure you guys get a spot. So here's house cleaning services near me, house cleaners near me, maid services near me. So these are a lot that we can also work with. And what I like looking that I highlight is the 3-month change and the year-to-year change, 900%. Okay, 900%. So those are keywords that I look at and I start optimizing and building and doing my search around those and getting even deeper and then start building what I call ad groups, right? Well, Google calls it ad groups, but I start building ad groups around that. So I look in, I see house cleaning services near me, cleaning services near me. That's another one. Cleaning services near me. That's still like within the Atlanta area. And I even put cleaning services Atlanta. So I start building based on the things that I'm seeing. House cleaners near me. Right, that's another one. House cleaners near me. House cleaners Atlanta. Now these are specifically, obviously these types of keywords. So there's different types of keywords. There's broad, there's exact, there's phrase. So these are all broad. There's several videos on the difference between when you start adding them on, for example, broad and exact matches. And you'll start to see this. And if you don't know or really understand that, there's great videos out there that really teach the difference. Once you start to understand the difference, you'll start to really lean in on what keywords people are specifically searching for. So this is what I would start building. And then I'd go in and I'd type in professional house cleaning services. So I'd go into Google Planner and let's put this in. Let's put professional house cleaning services. And then it'll give us suggestions, get results. And you'll obviously see populate. And then you'll look like house cleaners near me is a good one. 10 to 100K. Average search is 10 to 100K. Deep cleaning services near me. And then what I'd probably do is I'd probably create a different one that's specifically on deep cleaning. Right? Deep, and I even put deep cleaning services. And then this one, since it's near me, I want to put everything under Atlanta, near me. Near me. Cool. Or even like deep cleaning services Atlanta. If you guys run ads or you understand the difference between broad, phrase, exact, you'll understand why I put these brackets and these quotations. It's really the difference. And this is how I start building ad groups and ad sets for people in different industries. Mainly, this is how we optimize and we're really honing in when it comes to cleaning businesses. So first off, I just want to show you guys, this is Closebot. Okay. I really like them. They just actually acquired another bot company and they have login for V1 and then login for V2. And I believe they're going to call V1 Classic and then V2 regular Closebot. But this is for version 2. Now, just wanted to, again, show you guys this and maybe even for myself because I'm sure over time they're going to be shifting. I don't see myself going anywhere else to build bots and qualifying leads. So this is the version 2. We have white labeled Closebot or did the white label so we can build bots for several different accounts and clients. And we use obviously GHL to connect this. So this is just obviously getting started on the V2 version as we're slowly migrating more clients and accounts over. And you'll notice right here, so this is the dashboard. I kind of like it. I'm sure that all this will start getting better over time. Again, they're in the middle of this, so this is in the early stages. We have agents here. So I'm going to show you guys this. And then there's two parts. There's the personas, and then there's the job flows. So these are just job flows that we have for specific clients, and then the different personas. So we can keep a persona, duplicate these job flows, attach them to a high-level account, and you'll kind of see that. But these are the different personas that you'll see. And we can, again, put these personas with every single cleaning business. We'll build one for them. So I'm just kind of going through down through this. There's sources. So this, as you guys see, I'll blur it out. You can add a new source. And what you do is we add a high-level account. I know HubSpot, it says it's coming soon, and then webhooking for others. But currently, it's good for high-level to be able to add sources for different sub-accounts. AI provider, which OpenAI, you go in, you hit in, and then you'll see the different ones, Grok, Anthropic, Gemini, DeepSeek. So those are the ones. We use OpenAI for all of our users. And then there's a knowledge library, and then there's a conversations tab. Knowledge library, you could just add different places for it to pull sources from. And then the conversations tab, I like this. You actually get to see the conversations on the back end from clients. So I'll show you guys this real quick. So you get to see the exact accounts right here that started to trigger this. So really, really cool because version 1 didn't really have this, but now we can actually see it. Okay, now I'm back at the agents, and this is where the fun starts, okay? So you can create personas. I'll show you guys what a persona looks like. I'll create one here at the end and give you guys what our exact templates are. But right here, down at job workflow, I'm going to show you guys this one. So I duplicated this from one of our clients. So I'm going to click a job workflow. So I'll click in. Now, this looks a lot more simpler than version 1. Okay, and I actually like this build more. There's a difference where version 1, it was connected to Go High Level, and you're going to see that I had old workflows. This one, now we do it, the triggers based off tags. So this is where it starts. Okay, and here's what we build out. So I'll give you guys these builds. You guys can stop and pause if you want. This is a longer build for one client. They like the questions. Other clients, they like 1 or 2 just to qualify them. I rather have less, but I'm going to show you guys every scenario for cleaning businesses of what we do. So just the different objectives. So this first objective is determine if the first name is looking for a cleaning quote. This is actually the objective we need. And again, this is the simplicity of what I like. So you'll go in, and what I like about this is you can literally drag and drop different actions, right? You drag and drop different actions here. That's what we did. So all we did was just put objectives. Again, these are just a simple booking bot that we use for clients. This is a simple build. Now, objection 2, determine if they're looking for a house cleaning. And that's its short description. You'll see the advanced settings. This business offers different cleaning services, but we're only trying to find leads who are interested in the house cleaning. Max attempts, we put 3. Sensitivity, we put 50. And that's it, right? So these are the different objectives. I'm just going to go through it, and then you guys can stop and pause if you guys are building it. The third objective is determine the square footage of this person's house. So some people want to know the square footage. That's what this client wants. The fourth, find out how many bathrooms are in their property. The fifth, find how many bedrooms are in this property. And then you'll see these output variables. So these output variables have to do with the fields. With high level, so this actually will add it into their card. But yeah, that's all it does. It just adds to the fields, and then the last one is determining the contact's first name, if it's whether it's them or not. And then after that, it gets into a booking. We say book them. If these are all go and they're qualified, it will book them. And then what you have to do is you got to get a calendar, and I'll show you guys how to get that calendar ID. And then after that, there's an objective right here where if the name has any more questions about the service, so after they book, they'll probably ask questions. And it says tell them that they would call this number and that business hours are Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 p.m. So again, giving them a short description, simple prompt. I like V2 because of the simplicity of just tell it exactly what it is. And it's so sophisticated that it usually just does exactly that. So if they have questions after they get booked, I have a question about this and that. And then it says, hey, if you have any questions, just call us, or and then here's our business hours. And then after that, you got to put this stop responding. So in V1, we had different automations, and today it's a simple automation, and this is built off tags now. So if you go high level, this is automations. We used to have old ones, but now, and I showed that in my V1. So if you guys want to know the V1 prompts and how to build that, I'll link that video in the description. Now we have this one where it's just an initial opt-in sequence, and it goes based off tags. So if somebody submits a form or they submit a survey, any one of these, because we operate off forms or surveys for our clients, then it would add a tag called AI Autopilot. And that AI Autopilot triggers it to say that they want to, that they'd go through this flow, okay? And I'll show you on CloseBot how that triggers it. But this is exactly what we put just so we know that the AI will continue to talk to them and it knows to go back and forth. And then there's another tag to know whether it's going to stop or not. So again, going back to CloseBot, I'm going to show you guys what that setting looks like, but this is all we have set up to get this so it all triggers out. I'm going to go back here and I'm going to show you guys a few key setups, and then you're all set to go, right? And then you just test it from there. So after you save this, you go right here to settings, and then you have a few things up here: personas, sources, job information, flow variables, follow-ups. So the persona that we have for this one is James. And the persona that we use is right here. So we named him James. And then it's going to customize. So it's going to customize. I'm going to hit next. And here is the prompt and how we want it to respond. Okay. So I have a prompt. And I actually have a Notion. And if you guys want to screenshot this, that's all you guys can have this. Okay. So this is the prompt that we actually use for the actual bot. Now, I have a community that gives up to date. So this is our basic one for just starting off. But in our community, we're going to continue to add, and you guys will get access to these SOPs. But that's exactly what we do for this bot. So again, going back, how to respond right here, friendly, caring, and then you just hit next. The provider that we're using is OpenAI that we're going to connect to. Again, tone is friendly, educated, caring, next. And then it just kind of sums up everything, and then we save change. And that's exactly what we do for our cleaning bot named James. So as you guys saw just how we built James. So that's exactly how you do it. So I'm going to go ahead and pick James. And then we're going to go to sources. And now you have to add what location you want to be able to attach this bot to. So you'll see the connected source right here. We have this. I had to blur it out. This is one of our clients. And then there's different tags, right? Every tag is different. So we have one that's triggered that says AI off. That turns it off once they get booked. And then one that's AI house cleaning for this specific account. Okay. And then the channels that we put is SMS, but you could put so many different channels. So depending on where they respond, then the AI will get triggered from that channel. So for this case, we only just do SMS because we're here to get a quote, send them an email or a text from Go High Level. And then once they get triggered and they respond, then it starts this whole flow through CloseBot. Job information. This is some information about why the conversation is happening. And then this, again, is one of our clients that we work with. They're out here in California. I had to just blur that out. And yeah, again, very, very simple. And then this job flow variables, I'm sure there's things that we could start doing here over time and build out, but we don't have that set up. And then the follow-ups, we can do this as well. But again, this is a booking bot just to initiate and get them onto a calendar. Thanks so much for staying for the full training. Hope you guys really enjoyed this. For all cleaning businesses, there's an application below if you'd like to work with us. Go ahead, fill it out, and let's see if I can give you any other resources. I have so many different videos here on this channel. Check it out if you are a cleaning business. Look forward to serving y'all. See you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.